But me and my buddy are gonna rip the transmission out because it's leaking like a whore, and it was incorrectly installed because I went and replaced this transmission mount with my other buddy who owned this car previously, and we found that there's missing most of the bell housing bolts, causing it to just sit at a total angle and totally fuck over in every way. Catalytic converter, I got the old system plugged up because it was rotted away and fucked. But onto the bolt. Let's see here. How far do we have to go? Because this cross pipe has to be taken out. At least at the very minimum. To get out of the way. And the bolts were way up there. Yeah, that's a temp plug off a 2.3 Lima Bean engine. If I can get my fucking light. Yeah, that thing. At least I think that's what it was. Some sort of sending unit off a Lima Bean engine from a Ford Ranger to plug up that hole for my other end. You can see it's just fucking oil everywhere. Some of this I think is the pan gasket, which I replaced, but this fucking pan itself is probably slightly warped anyway, and there's only so much you can do for that, so I'll probably get a different pan. There is an aftermarket pan that for this transmission, not necessarily for this car because it barely fits, but it'll fit. I'll probably get that. This fucking creeper sucks ass. I can't get this. Oh, there we go. I know there's some linkage right there. Right there. Another problem is that I got a vacuum system that I need to sort out from my transfer case before I just remove it. 2 bolts for this cross member on this end. I got this fucking transfer case hump thing that needs to come out too. Like I said, I'm not gonna actually get that all done until I actually get a transmission jack for my buddy and my buddy's help. That piece of plastic looks suspiciously new, so I'm thinking, maybe that was replaced and I got the wrong speedometer cable part, so cool for me. Serves me right for, got one, there you go, new process gear, 128 AM, blah blah blah, open differential, shit. It sucks ass all the way. Yeah, that's basically what I'm showing you in my car. The extent of the damage. And the reason why I really haven't been driving it is because this fucking exhaust, as you know, transmission fluid is highly flammable and it's been leaking right onto it, as you can fucking see. I mean, it's ready to burst into flames. I'd hate to have that happen on me. And that looks like oil from my engine, so that's where my engine's been leaking. Rear seal, that's pretty common. Something else I want to get done was refresh my engine, get some better compression ratio. Probably won't drain the oil or the fluid off of my transmission until I know I got a bucket to put it all in. Okay, vacuum lines. And there's at least an electronic piece, which I believe is related. That's probably a vacuum line, a really small one. There's my shift linkage. My shift linkage. Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. That's my vacuum actuator. Yay. Look how nice and crusty it is on this fucking cross member. I'll have to repaint that or something. Yeah, I just had to turn down my radio. They're playing Rush, so that's cool. Anyway, I'm getting my exhaust out of the way. Just want to highlight this little debogglement. The actual pipe goes up to the manifold right there below the carburetor, which doesn't seem like it'd be a big problem, except you really don't have a lot of room to get at it. And the actual bolts are on the bottom side, so it'd be probably easier if they had that on the top side right there, or on both. Well, the back one I think is easier to get on that. But anyway, basically what I'm getting at is a pain in the ass. But I think I just happened to guess the right size the first go, so I should do enough anyway. just to show you what kind of a compliment together. You had to get going just to get this. Yeah, you could barely see just on this camera, so imagine how I feel. Here's the end of it. And peeking through there. Come on, camera. Don't fail me, camera. Just fail me. God damn it. Well, you don't even know what I'm pointing at, do you? Okay. There we go. Yeah. You can see how that goes. And that's just for the back one. That front one, I'm gonna have to come in somehow through there. Nice. Anyway, I ditched my creeper because that was being a piece of shit. I got that skid plate all the way and it was like caked in like 5 layers of shit. Literally. Plus I'm pretty sure that this is a pretty good manglement bin now they got some of that scraped out of the way. So yeah, maybe try hammering that or putting that together. But it's a pretty thick beefy bin. I don't think I'll get that totally straightened up again. Yeah. The crap that came off of it. Just a pile of it. Anyway, I also got started on the bolts on the converter there and the bracket holding it, and I'll probably get started on these drive shaft bolts, and that'll probably be as far as I'll go today anyway, because then I'm gonna go inside and cry about my pathetically horrible CV shaft, which is probably the worst ever recorded in at least YouTube history. See, with just cardboard, you could just roll around free will. Just like this fucking song they're playing. If you choose not to make a choice, you still made a choice. I'm gonna use 2 hands. Sorry, guys. That's enough recording for now. Oh, check it out, guys. I did it. It's out. Oh my god. I don't think it was the right size somehow, too. It's a 5/8 socket. Not really. Oh well, I somehow managed to get it out with a 5/8 socket by rounding the shit out of it and everything and gouging it. But I don't care, it's out somehow. Now I gotta get the even harder to get a second one, which looks like it would require removal of the freaking differential to get at. Oh, what a fucking horror. Alright. AMC was nice enough to actually give us a little serviceable hole for that second upper frontal or bolt to the manifold. You see that little hole right there? Well, if you look at it through this massive angle, you can see that's the bolt I'm trying to get at. Of course you can't see because you need a light up in there, but I can show you. Oh, there you got it. There it is. Oh my god. Of course the question is, how am I going to get a universal joint up there and see that connects and get it on there and somehow make it work all at the same time. Stuff. Alright, yeah, just a little continuation about that little service hole for this front thing and for that front bolt there. It's actually working a little bit better than I thought it would. I thought I'd have a lot of trouble. Actually, almost had it the first go. You can actually see the end of my socket barely poking out right there above that. Well, it's sort of the mount and the mount for different things. And it looks like it's missing a fucking bolt right there. Nice. Wow, you see that, guys? Right there. Try to zoom in. Hold on a second, guys. There. Bam. What the fuck? Alright, so I just keep finding things. So why you shouldn't work on your cars, because then you find things that need to be fixed. But anyway, you can see that. But problem is, I'm gonna have to recruit my little brother to kind of guide it up there, because his hand should be small enough to attach it to the bolt I need to get it to, and I can just sit down here and wrench away. And you see how that works, right? Can you imagine trying to do this with a car lift? You'd have to be like having someone sit on the fender while you lift that thing. Yeah. Wow. AMC just designed this for people that just had enough beers in them. Too bad I don't have any beer, because it's Sunday, and I don't really drink on Sundays, in accordance with work tomorrow. Oh well. Yeah, that's it for today, I guess. I could disconnect my drive shafts for now, but yeah, I still gotta drain the fluid, and I think I'm gonna get myself a couple buckets for that. You know, like those things you find with the caps and all that, because I might reuse the fluid since it's so good. I had a little help from my brother there. He had a nice skinny arms to get that one last bolt. I originally had him out here to try to guide me up there, but that never worked. Yeah, he had a hell of a hard time, but he got it. Using a little stubby wrench, so good on him. Got a taste of being a mechanic, so that's cool. And as you can see, I got the entirety of the exhaust worked out with the exception of the manifold. This cross member had to come out, and this thing, it had a bracket up there, but and it had wires hanging here, and it was just kind of hanging away. I figured, you know, this is just gonna get in the way, and after hearing it running with just this mid pipe, I think I'm just gonna throw the mid pipe back on, maybe chop the flange off that and straight pipe it out the house. Saw that. I mean, this whole thing's just fucked. I'm not gonna reuse it. I'll have to throw the converter back on to be legal though. So there's that. Anyway, I gave you a little clip of it starting up and running with it straight piped in, and you probably enjoyed it just as much as we all did. So otherwise, you know, we wasted a lot of time just getting those fucking exhaust systems out of the way. Got a bit there in a manifold, but got the skid plate out of the way and everything. Just gotta get the drive shaft, drain the oil, and if my buddy ever gets the time, he'll come over. He has a transmission jack. We'll get it all supported. I think we'll just drop the whole thing with the transfer case, because I think the transfer case is definitely gonna need some service after hearing that chain slack in there. And I need a new CV axle after inspection of day. But it looks like we'll just have to unbolt this cross member and get the bell housing bolt sand. Well, and then of course the speedometer cable and vacuum lines. But, you know, small things. But for now, I think we're gonna just start kind of cleaning up and different things. So, I mean, you can hear the fucking thing. So that's cool. But yeah, I'll try to continue on my ego project as, you know, money flows. I only got so much of it, you know. Love to do more things every day for you guys, but you know how it goes. You only have so much money. Oh well. I'm definitely gonna enjoy my car a lot more once I'm able to drive it again, and with the glorious 258 straight pipe. Glorious. I was gonna hacksaw this out, but I was just able to yank it out. Another good reason to yank this out is with it hanging by the wires, it was rubbing against my leaf rings, you see, but I didn't drive it much, so that's a good thing. Crusty. Oh, and I want to show you this. This little thing. I don't know if it was it's definitely a sending unit. I'm not sure if it's like an oil one or a coolant one. It goes off a Ford 2.3 motor, and just use it to plug up the hole. That smokes up sometimes too. Definitely not the right part for the job, but you do what you do. Do what you can, do what you do. And that's about the ride height I want it to be sitting at in the future. No, not really. That would require a solid axle in the front. There's nothing I could do more to lift it other than custom control arms, long arm setup. And that'd be millions of dollars. Anyway, oh, and you probably heard this in my exhaust video, but You know, watch this door drop when I open it. You see how much that dropped? Oh, why? Look at it. Oh man, why did it do that? I need new hinges. It's only a matter of time, I guess. I mean, god damn it. Just had to do this now, you know? That's horrible. You see, that's why it's rubbery. Oh, damn. That'll be fun. I do need to report that door anyway to get that screw back in that anyway. That's why I got tape around it so it doesn't fall inside. It's coming along. Slowly but surely. Yeah. So I'll get this stuff uploaded, edited, and maybe cut down in time so you're not being bored to death. Any words, I'll clean up. And I don't cheat. So, don't cheat it.